हाँ कुकुड़ुकुड़ुकु कुकु कुकुड़ुकुड़ुकु कुकु कुकुड़ुकुड़ु कुकुड़ुकु कुकुड़ुकुड़ुकु कुकु कुकुड़ुकुड़ुकु कुकु कुकुड़ुकुड़ु कुकुड़ुकु.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Did you miss me? Did you miss Kukuruku session? Did you watch all our recorded session? If you have missed any, first things first, just tell me before I ask you to write your excitement in the chat box and share your favorite emojis. Festive days are almost over. So are you excited that they are gone? Or maybe you're very sad or you're happy that you have wonderful days? Write that also in the chat box. And with that, let's begin with our fun-filled session on landscape painting workshop. Woohoo! I think we are going to learn so much new. From the previous session also we learned so much, and today we're continuing it, so it's going to be amazing. So with that, I want to tell you, Kukuruku is not just the longest but the biggest running global art festival for children, not only because we have our instructors from nine different countries, but also because we have our viewers and listeners from Oman, Qatar, and UAE. So to all those people watching, hi, we welcome you, and we are as excited as you are for landscape painting workshop. And you should also write in your chat box your favorite classes, sessions, your favorite work, or whatever you want to share in the chat box so that I know you're very enthusiastic in the session like I am today. So today's session is brought to you by Camel, India's favorite stationery brand, in association with our radio partner 92.7 Big FM. With our partner Sonalika Publication, nurturing thinking minds, shaping future leaders, with our entertainment partner Pogo. So with that, I'm your host Prachi Pandit, and today we're going to have an amazing session. But before we move towards the session, I want you to know about little information, rules, whatever you call it, fun information also you can call it. Number one, this session will be for 40 minutes, followed by a Q&A round, which is a question and an answer round, during which you will be on your mute throughout the session, but you will always and can anytime write your queries in the Q&A box so that at the last I can read all your questions and I can ask the instructor to help out with your queries. Number two, if you have any problem in listening or viewing in the screen or something, check with your parents. But even if you do not get access to anything, don't you worry, because Kukuruku always has a backup for you. These sessions are being recorded for your future benefit. So in case you miss onto some session or miss something in the session, don't worry, just go on to Kukuruku dashboard, log in your details, and then you can get access to all the recorded session. Now, number four, very important, this is for your benefit. All 3 points for your benefit, but this one is for the most benefit of yours. So whatever you learn from our sessions, whatever art you create from learning from our workshops, don't forget to post it as on your social media account, not just as a story, which goes after 24 hours, but post it, which remains all the time on your social media account. And don't forget to tag who? Kukuruku and Camel. Okay, now before we go inside the session, I want the admin to please play an amazing video for the kids. Wow, blending of colors, mixing of colors so beautifully. I think we all, after these session and all these interesting videos, are gonna make something like that and share that also on a social media account and tag Kukuruku and Camel. With that, let's begin with the session. A little bit information about the session also. Today you will learn about a very new artist. Also, you learned about him yesterday, which is Georges. You'll have a brief discussion and description about his movement and the artist. You'll have the elements of landscape, because this activity is about landscape painting. And with that, we welcome you, Ritika. Hi, Ritika. I can see you all inquisitive, sitting like that for the session to start. A little bit about Ritika as well. Ritika has been drawing and painting from a tender age of 4 years, which is almost your age. And the first appreciation came from Camel All India Contest, where her painting got selected for All India level exhibition in Bombay. Now we call it Mumbai. She has won awards at the Youth Festival at national level from 2002 to 2004, which is like amazing and a lot of learning from her today we're going to get. So with that, I'm going to go and let the sessions begin. And all the best, Ritika. Have a fun session, kids. So I'm going to go now. Bye. See you then.
Yeah, hi, good morning, all of you. I hope you are ready with your paintings that we did yesterday. Yeah, okay, so right? Okay. So I hope you are able to see my landscape. What we have done till yesterday, we've done till here. So we made few mountains and then we are left with one mountain, river, background, foreground, trees. So let's start. Now first let us complete this mountain. Now for that, again, we are going to mix green and ochre color, right? So here I am mixing green and ochre again. Adding little water. Okay. Now taking the earbud, start applying points dot by dot, dot by dot. Okay. Are you all doing with me? Can I get a yes in the chat box? Can I? Okay, good, great. Okay. I hope you are able to see it properly. Now I am going to mix little bit of white and mix it nicely around the edges of the mountain. Mixing with little bit of green. Yesterday for depth, which color did we mix? Can anyone tell me in the chat box? Can anyone tell me in the chat box? In the chat box, which color? Yes, purple. Very good, Pallavi. We mixed purple color. Okay. So now after mixing it thoroughly, we are going to add depth. Done till here. So now we are going to mix. Which colors do we mix to get purple? Can I get answer in the chat box, please? Yes, blue and red. Very good. So here, just adding bit depth around the edges of the mountains. Okay. So in a landscape, we go step by step. First we do the sky, then we move to the mountains, then we move to background trees, and then to the foreground, and then in the end, we do the trees, right? So now we are done with the mountains. What we are going to do next is we are going to take a very thin brush and dip it in dark blue like this. And we are just going to give, you know, very thin outlines for the mountains so that, you know, we know that mountains are here and they are well marked, right? I hope you are doing with me. Are you all doing with me? Good, Vidya. Nice. Okay, now for the background trees, which colors do we mix? We will mix blue. We will mix white to get a very light blue, and then we'll add a little bit of green into it. So let's start. Just take green in your palette and then dip white, add little bit of blue in it to get that distant color of the trees. So now it's ready. Now again dipping your brush, your earbud in the color. This is one color that we made for the distant trees. And then we are going to mix some ochre and some purple also into it, which will give a nice variation of colors, you know, for the distant trees. Done till here? Yes, which color, Swati, you want to know again? I'll repeat. Can you tell the colors again? Which colors? Background colors, mountain colors? Which colors? Okay, the background colors we mixed green, we mixed white, and we mixed blue, this blue. Okay, for the mountains we have mixed green, we have mixed ochre, and then we have given depth with the purple color, right? Now, in between this, we are going to add little variation and we are going to add ochre color to it, this color. If you don't have ochre, you can mix yellow with your already mixed color and you can get a nice variation. See? Just dot by dot, dot by dot. Adding little white. Ma'am, blue and which color? Blue and yellow. And little bit of white. In the ochre, you can mix to get, you know, varied tones. And then you have already mixed purple. Just add little bit of white in the purple. You will get a very light purple tone just to add a variation to your background trees. That's it. Some places just add, you know. That's it. Now again taking your 000 brush and dipping your brush in brown. we are going to add bushes, branches to our trees, distant branches. So very thin. Can you all see? Why are you adding ochre? To make it blend? Because ochre also adds, as part of the variation color. So you get different variations when you mix different colors. So it's very important to learn in a landscape, variation of trees. You understand? Okay, Pallavi? See, I'm adding little bit of, branches and bushes to it. Can you all see? Can I use steel blue? Yeah, you can use steel blue. Okay, done till here, all of you. Let's start with the foreground. Okay, now for the foreground, this part, what we are going to do is we are going to start with lighter tones. So now for this, we are going to add little bit of ochre, yellow, and white to give the distinct background color. And then slowly, gradually, we will move on to the darker shades. Right? So now again, for the background, for the middle foreground, very slowly and gradually start applying. Now after this, we are going to add a little color, darker color to it, and I'm adding ochre without any blending with any other color. I'm just adding pure ochre. Little yellow color to it to add light and shade. I hope that's clear till now, children. I have used ochre mixed with white and then adding little bit of yellow color to it. Can we add pink? Pink you want to add to where? Can we add pink on top of the mountains and make it darker when we go down? Yes, of course, why not? You can do it. See, children, you must know how to manage colors, how to manage color to their level best. You should know what are the darker tones, what are the lighter tones, and then, you should be able to Give proper light and shade to your paintings. And you must know that, the background is always light and the foreground is always dark. That's the main rule. You must know the basics, basically. It's always vice versa. When we see any tree naturally in front of us, we will notice that tree is dark. The background trees are dark and the foreground trees are very, very light. But when we do a landscape, it's the opposite, right? The background trees are light and the foreground trees are dark. Yes, river will of course be blue and white. Now adding little bit of green. Now give little bushes also along with. Now quickly let us mix color for the river also after completing the background, so that we can give some more effect and mix the river along with the background also. I hope it's clear. Slow down, please, Swati. Yes, yes. Meghna, what do you want to, what is your question? Can we use brown instead of ochre? If you're using brown, then do add, white and yellow to it. Okay. Okay, Meghna. Ma'am, why didn't you draw the bush instead? I will do it, Pallavi. I will do it. Just hang on for a second. Let me just finish and come point to point. Okay, adding little depth. Am I clear? Ma'am, why didn't, okay. I hope it's clear so far. Yes, children, yes or no? Is it not clear? Azalea, just ask me where are you stuck. I'll answer you back. Dot by dot, dot by dot. I wish I could see your landscapes, what you are doing. I wish if I could see. So if you want me to see, just tag quickly and post your pictures, whatever you have done so far. Do you want to show me? Can I get an answer on the chat box, please? You want to show me? Tag me quickly. You know, children, it's not about how perfect you make. It's about how much you learn, what you did, the effort. You know, all that counts. So maybe the first attempt you are not able to get it, but of course in the second attempt you will be able to get, you know, you will be able to make properly. So the effort counts, right? Okay, now quickly mix the the color for the river also, because then we have to mix it with the background. So here I'm taking blue and white together, and I'm making a very light color. See, I'm making a very light color for the river. Now again, starting from the background, light river, very light, mixing it with the background. And then slowly, gradually, we will be adding depth to the river. And we will be mixing the, merging the, or hiding the river behind the bushes. I hope it's clear so far. Okay, Megha, I would love to see also. Okay, now adding little depth. Now using a darker tone for the river. See how easy it is to do dot by dot and then to use different shades. Isn't it easy? It's not that difficult. Or it's difficult. What do you think? Ma'am, it's so light. It's very light to see. Yes, it's light to make also, Pallavi. It's very light to make also. Just adding little light. Okay, so now for the bushes, what we are going to do is we are going to take a brush and we are going to dip it in some green, and we are going to add little bushes here along with the river. Adding little purple. Now, you know, the second mistake that you all do is when you people are making the bushes, you people, you know, make it circle like this. But actually it's not circle, you know. It's like, you know, the bushes are going haywire, you know, from one direction towards another direction, and they are just free flowing, isn't it? Are you all able to see? And then again, we are going to mix it a little towards the background by giving some depth. I hope that's clear. Ma'am, can you show the whole painting once? You can always go back and see the link which is there, right? So children, complete till here. Have you all completed it till here? Can I get what colors for bushes? Normal green color. Mix it with purple. Mix it with purple, and just do it. That's it. Nothing more. Now just making some big bushes along with the tree. In all directions. See, I'm not going in one direction only. I'm just moving my brush in one direction, then in another direction, isn't it? And with this tree, I'm making little big bushes just to add distance. And now coming back to this tree, and I'm adding big bushes, bigger bushes than I did it before. Taking green, darker green, mixing it with purple. Have you done till here? Have you done till here? Adding depth. Somebody was asking me, is this art important? If the art is not important, then I think there is no point doing a fest. Okay, now after doing the darker tone, now I'm adding highlights to it, the lighter tone to it. So in a dark yellow, I'm adding little bit of white and getting a sun yellow kind of a color and adding highlights to my bushes. Can you all see? Yes, you of course can do it. Yes, Megha, you can do it. You can give. Why not? Adding depth and adding the highlights. Okay, now again completing the foreground this side. I hope you are done till here. You all are. Done? Can I get a yes, please? Okay, so now what we are left with? We are left with this tree and we are left with this tree. Two trees we are left with. Okay, so now let's start doing the tree. I'm taking ochre color and directly from the bottle only I am just putting in. For the tree. Garima, not done. Garima, hurry up. We have drawn till here, right? So, just making it till here and then one more push this side. Taking a darker brown for the depth. I hope you are doing with me, all of you. Can we make the tree brown? Yes, we are making it brown, Pallavi. We are. We are making it look brown. Okay, so now we have brush. With the brush, what we are going to do is we are going to just add light in our trunk, the lighter tone. Yes, it has ochre also, Pallavi. We are going to add shades to it, right? So when we are adding shades, we are using dark brown, light brown, we are using tones, right? And then we are adding brown also to it. Okay, Pallavi, I hope it's clear. It's clear, Pallavi. I hope I'm able to answer all your questions you are asking me now. Now with the darker blue, we are mixing a dark blue with brown to get depth, and we are just giving some bushes here and giving some depth to the tree. Okay, one tip, children, when even if today you are not able to get, this exact shading or something, just go back on the dashboard, watch the video again and again and learn, learn different shades and everything, right? Learn it properly. Okay, so this is done. In the same manner, we will color this tree also, starting with ochre. Pallavi, this is not the sky, this is tree, right? This is tree. So now adding ochre. And along with ochre, adding dark brown. Am I clear, Pallavi? Sky is complete. That we did the demarcation of the tree, right? All right, now giving giving the darker brown for the tree. And then after doing all this, we are finally left with the tree, the main tree, this tree and this tree. So far clear, children? I hope you are enjoying it. It's something very different that you are doing. Very, very different. And along with that, you are learning a basic landscape also. Ma'am, I'm going a little bit slow. That's fine. That's fine. If you are slow, that's fine. Keep up your this thing and watch the saved video later and then complete it. But don't forget to tag it because I am very eager to see what you people are doing. Okay, yesterday I told you something about Georges Seurat. We call it pointillism, but what did he like calling this? Can I get an answer? In the chat box, what did Georges Seurat like calling pointillism? We call it pointillism. What did he call this movement? Yes, children, can I get an answer? Yes, divisionism. Very good, Megha. Medha. Am I right? So now adding yellow and white to give the highlights. I am again using brush, a very fine tip brush to give highlights in a tree. You know, children, light travels in one direction, and when we are giving the highlights, we must give it in one direction only. One side should be darker than the other side, so we must keep that thing in mind, right? Ma'am, I can't log in. Videsh, for that, I think Prachi will be able to answer your question. You know, once we will have a question and answer round, she will be able to tell you how you will be able to log in and how you will be able to see. I hope that's clear. Okay, so I hope it's all clear till now. Now just giving little bit of depth, mixing. Which color I used, I told you not to use in your paintings. Can anyone write it down in the chat box? In the chat box, I prohibited you people of using that color in your paintings, not only in your landscape. Yes, black color. Children, never use black color. Instead, use which color? Purple. Yes, very good, Sarthak. Instead, use a purple color whenever you have to give depth, or mix brown and Persian blue, brown or blue together to get that depth, you know, to get that dark color by which you can give the depth and everything in your painting. So I think it's clear till now. Yes, black not to be used, purple should be used. Now, starting with the leaves. Now, First, we are going to start with the medium tone. So I am using this green as it is, to show the medium tone, right? And I am using dabs. Now, see, children, learn the mixing of colors, in a tree. With this technique, you will able to draw color trees in a more proper manner, because I know most of the children are in the habit of making the trees round, in a circle form. That should not happen. You don't see circles. We only see circle in the outer form of a tree, but inside we see each and every leaf differently, and the light and shade falling on it, isn't it? Yes or no? We do see, no? Yes or no, children? I hope you are doing with me. And trees are always bigger, from here, and as they move up, they tend to become scattered. Okay, so this is the middle tone. Now for the darker tone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same green color, and I'm going to mix dark brown and blue in it, right? And then I will get a very dark tone, very, very dark tone. So here is this green. I'm using the same green, and then I am using brown. See this brown, mixing it for the depth and adding blue, the darker blue to it. I will get a very dark tone, very, very dark tone, which will help me in getting the depth. Inside the tree, sometimes we see dark also. Now we see the maximum depth, which looks like black only, but it is not black. Whenever we have to give that kind of depth, we always use the same color tone, but we add blue and brown to it. Now see, in the same manner, can you see I am adding depth? In some parts, I am adding the depth. Yes, I mean Persian blue and Anya. It is very important, children, that you all learn the colors also, Persian blue, burnt umber, crimson red, scarlet red. It's very important, because when you learn the names of the color, you remember the color also. You differentiate the color also. When you don't know the exact name, you always call it red or blue, isn't it? Am I right? Sakura, you will be able to draw like me. Sure, you will be able to. Just keep practicing. Okay, so now depth is added. Now what will I add? I will add light tone to it. Now for the lighter tone, again, I am mixing. I am using Persian blue, Janvi. I am using Persian blue, not ultramarine blue. Always remember, ultramarine blue is only for making, sea or water, right? We don't use it for sky or for depth, okay? Always remember this point. Now for the lighter tone, I am mixing yellow and white, and I am adding highlights to my painting. See. Lemon yellow, you're right, lemon yellow or dark yellow, whichever yellow you have. I hope you all are doing with me. I already have lemon yellow. That's fine, Myra. That's perfectly fine. We can write mysteries there. What made you think like that, Shivesh? Ma'am, you are using which poster color? Me? I think I am using normal poster colors that you get it in the market, the same brand which we are talking about today. Okay, so have you done till here? Some message we can write. Yes, Shivesh, I'll ask you when I'll complete the landscape. I'll ask you the message also. Then you tell me. Done till here. Now finally adding some branches, you know, because inside the tree we do see some branches also coming up. Okay. I hope you are doing till here, and yes, lemon yellow Kashafi. Just take out some branches just to add beauty to your work. Ma'am, you are an expert. Thank you, Myla. Thank you. Okay. So now this tree is ready. Let's get on to this one. Again, what we are going to do is we are going to take normal green color and we are going to start adding the dabs. But this time, children, remember, apply big dots. Don't apply small dots because this tree is quite in front of us. So the dots will be big. See how big am I doing? Am I clear? If we don't have lemon yellow, so we can add normal yellow. Yes, yes, you can do it. You must be having that darker yellow. That's also fine. Sakura, where did I learn this technique? I learned it when I was studying my masters. When I was doing my masters, I studied about a lot of modern movements, Indian history, Eastern history, and I learned, you know, all this. So if you also take a part, you will also learn, you will also study. Okay. Can you all see how big dabs am I applying? And then you can see the difference between the two trees. You know, you will automatically feel that this tree is little behind and this is in the front. Yes, it is easy to make and fun to learn. Art is always fun to learn. So done till here. So let's do one patch of leaves here as well. Just to make it look little beautiful. And now what we are going to do is we are going to add what? Depth. If we don't have poster colors, then you must be having watercolors, use watercolors. You must be having acrylic colors, use acrylic colors, or any other color you have, you can use that also. If you have oil pastel, pastel colors or wax colors, you can always warm them up from the tip and then you can apply it. You will get a very nice 3D painting, right? If you do it in that manner, you will get a very nice 3D painting, okay? Myla, I can be your Jenny for today. Thank you. Now adding depth. Can you all see how I have added that depth? Ma'am, is this your hobby? When I was your age, it was my hobby to do it. I never realized that, I can, do something in it and, do something great with it. That, when I was your age, it was my hobby. I used to just paint, and just paint. I tell you one incident. I mean, it's, uh, you know, parents always tell you not to waste time in doing this or that, which is true, which is very much true. They want you to study and get good marks. That is there. When I was a kid, I was very naughty, and my mother always used to tell me, study, study, study. So after completing my studies, what I used to do is I just used to go inside my blanket, take a torch, and paint. That was the kind of the passion I used to have for colors. Even now, whenever I go to any shop or somewhere, whenever I see colors, I get very mesmerized. I feel like just seeing them, buying them. So that's how it is. And then you can say, yes, I turned my hobby into my passion, you know, into my profession. Okay, now after adding depth, what next we have to do? Yes, children, hurry up. What next? Class time has ended. Yes, just give me 1 minute more. Just add little bit of highlights to it. Just stay on a little while more. So that we add highlights to it. Now adding highlights. Can you all see the highlights? The lighter tone. See, when you like your work so much, you get so much engrossed in your work, you don't even remember the timings also, isn't it? And so today I also did not realize that class time has ended. I thought it's still going on, and I can talk with you full day. So just adding bit of highlights and then mixing white with the yellow, giving some fresh highlights, and then it's over, it's finished. I hope you did it with me, and I hope it's finished for you all also. Is it finished? Pallavi, have you finished? Very good, Janvi.
I think they all have finished, and how beautifully they might have done, because your painting looks so amazing, the whole landscape feature. And really, you know, when kids were writing with just the earbud, you can draw this much. It really feels like with an earbud, you can really draw this much. Never knew my earbud could do this much. But you have already answered a lot of questions. So before we get into the question, I would please request the admin to play an interesting video. Even they made the beautiful painting like we did, but they just did with the brush and we did the earbud. So I think there's no restriction to how you do the art. It's just about how it comes out to be. With that, I'll take the question. You have taken all the questions, and I was reading you doing half of my work, almost all my work, but there's just 1-2 questions left, which I'll ask you. Can we use a very dark green for the center of the tree for the depth effect?
Yes, yes, yes. It is a dark green color.
Okay. Number 2, can we use acrylic paint instead of the poster colors?
Yes, yes, you can. I answered that also.
Yeah, but because, you know, I took the question because it came in the very end of the session. So maybe I thought they still have the query of it. And also, what was the number?
One child was having trouble in login, you know, just doing the login with on the dashboard. So
I'll answer that also. When you go to the website, there can be sometimes a problem accessing to it. So you have to go to your dashboard, and then there's a option of signing your details into it. When you sign in the details, then is when you get the recorded sessions. If you by signing in only your details in the Kukuku dashboard, then only will you get the recorded sessions. And if you're not getting today's recorded session, it is because today's recorded session will be posted within 24 hours. So all the recorded session, whenever they are, from the present time, after 24 hours, they're posted. So, and a lot of people also asked about how do you post your pictures? It's on in your handle, on your social media account. Now, how will we know about it? It is about when you tag us, when you tag Kukuruku, when you tag Camel, it is then that we know us. So with that, I'm going to end the session. I think it was an amazing session. I think we enjoyed every bit of it. And we're live in the session with Ritika along with Prachi. It was such an amazing session. So Kids Kukuruku is not just the longest, but the biggest running global art festival for children. Not only because we have our instructors from 99 different countries, but also because we have our viewers from Oman, Qatar, and UAE, and also you beautiful kids. Thank you for being a part of it. You have made this session even more interesting. So Kukuruku, this session is brought to you by Camel, India's favorite stationery brand, in association with our radio partner, 92.7 Big FM. धुन बदल के तो देखो, with our partner Sonalika Publication, nurturing thinking minds, shaping future leaders, with our entertainment partner Pogo. So yeah, with that we come to the end of the session, and thank you kids for being so inquisitive, so attentive. Yeah, I can see your bye, ma'am. You thank you, ma'am. You enjoyed a lot. I think much of my thank you it needs to go to Ritika and the Kukuruku. So thank you, Ritika. Thank you, Kukuruku, for sharing this amazing, wonderful art with us. And with that, bye. See you next time. See you next time. Bye bye. Till then, have a very artistic day.
अपने
Bye.
मकान यहाँ वहाँ हाँ जी हाँ कुकुड़ुकुड़ुक